Mere's husband, Peter, works long hours and often comes home tired and angry. If his dinner is not ready when he returns, his anger sometimes results in violence. After she was hurt very badly one night, Mere called the police and her husband was charged. Mere was frightened about further violence from her husband and so went to stay with relatives. After talking to the police, Mere was told to get legal advice. She approached the Legal Aid Commission for help. Fiji's Legal Aid Commission was established to assist people like Mere.
Any person, regardless of their income, can walk into a legal aid office anywhere and get free legal advice. So that service is available to everyone.
In domestic violence cases, Legal Aid provides legal advice and assists the survivors in obtaining a domestic violence restraining order. Legal Aid may also refer the survivors to an appropriate organization that can provide counseling and other support services if necessary. Alleged perpetrators can also receive legal aid assistance. After obtaining legal advice from the Legal Aid Commission, Mere was also able to get a restraining order against her husband. This order protected Mere from any form of violence by her husband and also ensured that she could remain in her own home or stay anywhere else, but still be protected by the order. The Legal Aid Commission has offices throughout Fiji which provide free legal advice to everyone. Anyone who needs legal representation can formally apply and qualify to receive legal aid assistance.
The Legal Aid Commission is free legal government services provided to members of the public.
For those people who have had difficulty accessing the services of the Legal Aid Commission because of their remoteness or lack of awareness, a new project called REACH helps bring legal aid services directly to the people. Through the REACH project, officers from the Legal Aid Commission form part of a REACH mobile team, along with officers from the Ministry of Women, Children and Poverty Alleviation, UNDP staff and other government agencies. Together, they bring legal and other services directly to people in urban, rural and maritime areas of Fiji. REACH stands for Rights, Empowerment and Cohesion for Rural and Urban Fijians. REACH is implemented by the United Nations Development Programme with the Ministry of Women, Children and Poverty Alleviation and the Legal Aid Commission. It works in partnership with local government through the Commissioner's offices and provincial councils. The project is supported by the Government of Japan and UNDP. The REACH project is closely linked to the Sustainable Development Goals or Global Goals and aims to achieve gender equality and promote peace, justice and strong institutions. REACH helps Fiji's government fulfill one of its SDG pledges, leave no one behind. As part of the REACH mobile team, legal aid officers educate the public on their constitutional rights, as well as provide basic legal advice during their visits.
The whole idea behind the REACH project is to empower and disseminate information to the most vulnerable members of our society. And usually they are the women and the children. So reaching out to those people in these sort of areas and telling them about their legal rights, social rights as well, is something that we're very proud of as well.
The REACH project supports government efforts to provide all Fijians with a number of social, economic and legal services. Legal Aid coordinates their services through the REACH project so that people throughout Fiji can easily benefit from their services. As stated in the Constitution, the Legal Aid Commission shall provide free legal aid services to those members of the public who cannot afford the services of a legal practitioner. Legal aid assists in several areas of law, such as criminal law, where it assists clients in criminal matters until the completion of their cases. It also assists in family law, with family matters such as divorce, child maintenance, adoption, and matrimonial property settlement. It also assists clients in civil law cases such as will making, probate, transfers, and witnessing of documents. Having access to information and social, economic, and legal services are rights enshrined in Fiji's Constitution. The Legal Aid Commission, through its offices and the Mobile Reach project, hopes to increase people's awareness of their constitutional rights. It also aims to provide them with access to the same legal services that those with more resources have.
There's no point in having a justice system where you don't have the poor or the vulnerable who cannot access the legal aid services or access court services by themselves, especially if they don't have the means to do it. Why should it only be available to those who can afford it? So that's where the Legal Aid Commission comes in.
The Legal Aid Commission, providing greater access to justice for all Fijians.